Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. As said in the last video, what's going on, guys? So, it's been 6 months, almost to the day, 6 months since my last YouTube video. A lot has happened over the last 6 months. As you guys know, I got into some trouble. I went basically broke. I had a few months rent, or a couple months rent, if that. And made the executive decision to quit poker and to quit streaming poker and to go back to getting a full-time job, taking a hiatus from the tables, maybe do some studying and see if I want to come back in the future. It was rough. It was really rough. I didn't enjoy my job. It was quite miserable overall. And of course, I felt very embarrassed. I felt upset with myself for essentially failing. But I have you guys to thank for being so supportive and positive. Overwhelmingly so. It was quite a surprise. I didn't expect to get that kind of a response after coming out and letting you guys know that just things weren't working my way. Really, due to nobody's fault but my own. So I have you guys to thank for that. Thank you very much. Anyway, so had a job and just studied as much as I could on my free time. Did a little bit of video game streaming. The video game streaming went okay. It obviously didn't get the numbers like with what I had with poker, so it wasn't that successful, but it was fun. And I played the occasional game here and there when I had a few bucks to spare, or if I had a friend who was down to stake me for a few things on a Sunday, played a little bit. Then about 4 or 5 months down the line after quitting, I played the $27 Scoop. I think it was like the third event of Scoop, and I won it for 35K, which is pretty exciting. I had 40% of myself. Before you guys go like, oh, only 40%, like that's still A, big money, and B, I was struggling to make ends meet. Like I would not have been able to afford to even play that tournament in the first place if my friend hadn't staked me for it. So it was an instant yes for me when he was like, yo, go ahead and play this, but I take 60%. I was like, that's more than fine. So banked it. I got about 14K, 15K, somewhere around there. Went back to playing full-time poker, quit my job. Yeah, as most of you guys know, very exciting. Took a little tiny shot in Vegas. Went and played the $1,500 Millionaire Maker at the World Series of Poker. A few other side events. Didn't work out in my direction, but I played really well. It was a big confidence booster. I actually ended up spending more money traveling there, staying there, eating there than I did actually gambling there, which is kind of crazy. And now I'm just back home, still doing the full-time grind. I'm coaching low stakes and micro stakes MTT players for a really cheap price and playing full-time. Originally, when I got my role back, I decided I was going to play poker full-time. I was going to hustle that as much as I can, grind really hard, and maybe the streaming thing I'll do as a side hustle. Still stream video games, stream some poker every now and again when I just felt like it, and try and be the best poker player that I can be. Over the last couple weeks, there's been this kind of voice in my head that's kind of always been there over the months, but has been really strong as of late. Of what if streaming is my thing? What if Twitch is my thing? What if being a personality is my little niche in the poker world? And what if that's something that I can be successful at? Maybe that means I'll never be the most successful poker player on the planet, but I can still be a good poker player and I can still be a good face for the poker community. And now it's like this screaming voice in my head. It's a hunger. It's a strong hunger that needs to be satiated. And I've done a few poker streams over the last few weeks since playing full-time poker again, and I've really enjoyed it. It's been overall a really positive experience. A lot of you guys have come back to say hello and be supportive and throw those numbers my way. I pretty much have the exact same numbers that I had last year as far as concurrent viewers goes. So that's both surprising and very cool, very positive. So yeah, I've decided I'm going to go back to the full-time Twitch poker grind. I'm gonna stream minimum 5 days a week, hopefully six. The plan is probably something like Monday to Friday or Tuesday to Saturday. Probably Monday to Friday. I'm gonna not stream Sundays. I'm still gonna play poker on Sundays, but Sundays I want to reserve for myself, just for like the really hardcore, concentrating on some of the higher stakes and the few shot takes that I do take in the week. And maybe I'll stream Sundays from time to time if I'm deep in something a little bit lower stakes without as big a prize pool or something like that. We'll see. And I'll continue coaching, as a side income and just trying to hustle. I really do believe that I can be among the top streamers in Twitch poker, and eventually, maybe one day, one of the top streamers in the Twitch community. I think I can hustle. I can be right up there in contention with the big boys, the Kevin Martins, Jamie Staples, Tonkas, Brian Parasol and Pav, Bolero, Spraggy, Finton, all those guys. I think I can really compete with the best of them and be among the top, just with the right amount of consistency, the right amount of effort, and a lot of patience. And a big reason why I believe that is because of you guys. You guys have been incredibly supportive. Even when I'm not streaming poker, you guys have showed up, said hello, said your positive piece, even thrown a few bucks my way. And, that's a huge confidence booster for me to want to come back. So thank you very much to everybody who's been so positive, so supportive, as I've said over the last few months. It's exciting, man. I'm pumped. I'm ready. I think this is my thing. And after much thought and, a few different discussions with a few people whose opinions I trust, like Jamie Staples, had a good conversation with him. Shout out to him. I'm excited to make this happen. I think I can make it happen. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the Twitch stream. Make sure you guys follow me. I'll put a link down below. Gonna be streaming Monday to Friday from about 2 p.m. PST onwards until the day busts or until I bink. I'm gonna I think that's the sweet spot, kind of right when Jamie Staples, Tonka, Spraggy, they're starting to get towards the end of their stream, and the evening guys are starting to begin theirs. Kevin, Pav, Bolero, those guys, and I'll compete with those evening boys. Maybe schedule is subject to change, but I think that's going to be the sweet spot for me, and we'll go back to hustling, trying to make those deep runs live on stream. We'll see. So I'm excited, man. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Let me know what you guys think. Good idea, bad idea. You excited to see me? You wish you could never see my face again and I should leave Twitch forever? Whichever one you want. Just throw a little comment there down below. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. You know the deal. Of course, most importantly, lastly, but definitely not leastly, follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/DramaticDegen. Let's make this thing happen, man. The future's bright. I'm positive. I'm ready. I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful. All right. That's it. That's all I got to say. Later.